everyone, I'm Lynn, and today's topic is the common law court arrest. And this was a topic that I got through my Telegram chat. If you are not a part of that yet, it's a free chat. You're welcome to sign up. I put a link to it at the bottom of every blog post because we have a great discussion going on, people sharing information, collaborating, and all of that. So this was a question that was directed to me and they asked me to look at it. So I pulled it and I chose it for today. It says, Lynn, can you check this out? Any truth to this? On January 15th, the International Common Law Court of Justice, which they have the acronym ICLCJ, convicted corporate, government, and church leaders of crimes against humanity and ordered the arrest of 75 individuals. I was reading that wrong. Last Monday and again today, the ICLCJ sheriffs armed with arrest warrants sought to detain the convicted felons, and there's a list of them here. And they wanted to know, is this accurate? What is going on? Is this just information being put out there? Is there any legitimacy to this? Basically, what's the real story here? And before I get to the reading itself, please go in and hit the like button. That's all I ask. It just really helps me out. So, the reading itself. When I focus on this, I get that there is some legitimacy to the court hearing and the subsequent detainments. I focused on, is this even legal? What are they doing here? Is this thing even exist? Because there's so much question and so much uncertainty, rightfully so. We should all have healthy skepticism and all this information that we get filtered through to us. So I just wanted to understand, is this entity real? Is this happening? I see there is a court system that runs parallel to the individual governments, but it's difficult to encroach on the various jurisdictions. So there is some kind of a legal system, but it feels as though the local governments might override what this other system is. It runs in tandem with it. I couldn't see where it overpowered it necessarily. The crimes have to be deemed to be blatant, undeniable, and egregious. If they are deemed as such by some kind of a vote within this international common law court system, I see that the UN must step in and assist with resetting the governments and establishing legality. And that's because the way that it came through to me, the local governments, they have their law, okay? So everything's operating on the local level. If something, as I said, is undeniable, egregious, and it's almost like it is so blatant that it's been proven, at that point, that's the only time where this international common law court can override the local government because of however some kind of a jurisdiction is set up. At least intuitively, that is how it came to me. In the above scenario that was described in this question, I see that action is being put forth to prove the blatant, undeniable, and egregious acts. And proving these various things that have been accused to have happened, CEOs have been detained for questioning in some kind of a deposition type of deal. They are still working to get the shots banned, and they prove how pockets of society are being genocided. So there's still this court system that's running in parallel to the local system is still looking for their evidences. They're looking to make sure that this stuff's undeniable so the UN can vote and they can step in. So this is a multi-step process. This is not just, hey, this court rules and they come in and start doing arrests. I get that it's not necessarily arrest, it's more of a detainment for these type of depositions to occur. I do not get that actual arrests have happened, but things are working in that direction. They are in the questioning, plea dealing, and mass resigning to avoid guilt by association phase. So things are happening because of this, but I don't get the arrests have happened. There looks to be a lot more coming forward with the upcoming months in regard to this scenario. The real battle I got is to get the UN on the right side of history and support those that are fighting this, because, okay, so say you go in and you prove this and you need a UN vote. And from that vote, then they can go in and infiltrate, these local entity kind of things. You gotta have the UN on your side too. And right now it's just as corrupt as everything else. So many of the leaders that are either within this organization are bought, they're paid for, or they've I heard the phrase, drank the fear flavor of Kool-Aid. So we have to go in and reset that balance as well. We need some love and light to shine in the direction to purge out the crooked leaders and get some fresh perspective that hasn't yet been tainted. And I also saw that this framework is being also laid to get justice and relief. So that was what I got on this reading and this topic and what I see happening in the world with regard to this. So I'd be curious your thoughts. What have you come across in your research? Or, you know, it seems like once you go into a topic, everything just kind of comes to you like a magnet and you start seeing little bits and pieces here. So by all means, please share what you may know, because someone else I'm sure is curious too. And that's all I have for today. Again, please go in and like my video. Don't forget to share my work. I'm trying to grow this community. I love what's already formed and I'm trying to grow it bigger. So every little bit helps. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you.